Well, it's outrageous. He did not commit any high crime or misdemeanor that would require an impeachment. This is all about politics and the November election. The impeachment trial will now take place in the Senate. It will waste time in the Senate, and there will be no conviction because there are no high crimes or misdemeanors. Sadly, we're wasting time in the House and in the Senate. We haven't passed a budget that we needed to do by October 1. We've had two concurrent resolutions to avoid government shutdown that the Democrats provided the majority of vote. We haven't done a farm bill. We still haven't done the budget, which is a looming deadline on March 1st and March 7th. And we have a supplemental package for aid to Ukraine, Israel, humanitarian assistance for 120,000 Armenians that have lost their native home in Artsakh, and Taiwan, which is very much a pressing international world crisis in which America has to lead, and we are not leading.
Well, you've got a secretary now that hasn't done his job. He hasn't delivered, and I think he's been dishonest with us as a Congress. And again, there's a dereliction of duty here. He has a responsibility to secure the border. We can honestly see how bad the border security issue is. The numbers are through the roof, and for him to actually come to Congress and say that he has operational control, he's being dishonest in a lot of different fronts, but obviously he needs to do his job, step up, and he hasn't, and so he needs to go.
I sit on that committee, and we heard hours of testimony. They never presented any kind of evidence of any kind of crime, treason, what you see in the Constitution. We haven't impeached a cabinet member since the 1800s. Every person who testified said, oh, it's not about the Constitution, it's about policy. Well, those aren't grounds for impeaching someone. You heard that from scholars. You heard it from former secretaries of DHS from both parties. There's no question that that was a policy difference. If the Republicans don't like the policy, well, they can vote for somebody to change it. But it was not a constitutional issue, and it didn't merit impeachment.
Well, it will move to the Senate, and the Senate's got to vote on it. They've got to bring it up and actually have a vote on it. I think it was way overdue. I think all of us agree with that. So it's in the Senate's lap. They've got to do what they're going to do. I will really be surprised if they even let it come up in the Senate. But we the House have done our job. We've spoke. This is a man that has lied to Congress. He's told us that the borders are secured, and we know good and well they're not. So we impeached him.